Hey everybody, it's Missy Wolf of Center Stage Magazine, and we're here at JBJ's Nashville with Erin Kirby. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm well. I'm sorry for the maze getting in here today.
No, it's so worth it.
Did you think you were going to get to go through a service elevator to get to me today?
No, I did not. I did not. And I got to hear the band, so I had a little dance
Right.
break in between that.
Okay.
It was great.
See?
Amazing.
That's fantastic. Now, when you came in, did you happen to see the stage?
Yes. Yes.
Is that not a cool stage
Yes,
setup?
it's awesome.
I
It's
love
awesome.
it. We got to get you to get in here to perform here. I think that would
Oh,
be
yeah,
fun.
that would be super fun.
It'd
I
be
would
a lot
love
of
that.
fun. Well, thank you for coming all the way down here today to do your interview with me. I know we
Yes,
couldn't
thank
connect
you.
during CMA Fest. Let's talk about your music. First of all, let's talk about Pick My Own Flowers.
Yes, Pick My Own Flowers. I released that at the beginning of the year in January. But originally, I wanted to release it like 2 years ago when I wrote it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, yeah, so I wanted to release it, and something was telling me just to wait, and so I
Okay.
waited, and honestly, it was so worth it because
Good.
the song picked up on TikTok on its own last September, and
Yes.
so we decided to release it this year. It felt like the year for Pick My Own Flowers.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, TikTok, has that done pretty well for you? Because I've seen so many artists that they're getting so much engagement with songs that they've had for years.
Yeah.
Like Drew Baldridge, for example.
Yes, love him.
You know, She's Somebody's Daughter. He had that song for like 5 years.
I know,
And
I know.
TikTok has just made it blow up, and he's just doing and I love Drew.
Yes.
We love him here. But-
Yeah.
So have you noticed an increase with your fans and your music and engagement with
Absolutely,
TikTok?
yes, absolutely. It's funny, I had Raised in a Barn, we released that during the summer.
I love that song, by the way.
Thank you.
It's so good.
Thank you. At first, it didn't do too great, and then 3 months later, it picked up on TikTok, and it was like
See?
my top streaming song.
It's
so,
a great song. Like, if you guys haven't heard that song, you need to
thank you.
No, I seriously love it. I was listening to it this morning too. But no, you have a great voice, and your description of yourself is so sweet. Tomboy with a glam face. Like, I just gotta say, you are so cute.
Oh, thank you.
So
Thank you.
What kind of tomboy things you like to do?
Well, so the saying kind of came from my background of being a tomboy child. And then when I was 8, I went to my mom and I was like, Mom, I think I want to do a pageant. And she said,
Oh, wow. Okay.
well, you can do that, but you're going to have to clean your fingernails. And I was like, you know what, I'll let it slide for a day or two, and then I'll go back outside and play in the dirt.
There you
so
go. There you
that's
go.
kind of where the saying came from, because during the week I was outside playing in the dirt
yeah.
or golfing or whatever,
Yeah.
and then during the weekend it was pageant girl Erin in a dress and makeup
love
and hair.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so much fun. Now, do you like fishing too?
So I've only fished a few times.
Okay.
We are more of a going to the gun range kind of family.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes, yes. My brother does competitive skeet shooting.
Wow,
And my dad
okay.
coaches his team, so we shoot at the range more than anything else.
Hey, that's pretty rad. Like, when I grew up, I didn't go to the range. We just went out to the middle of the desert.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
my
awesome.
dad taught me to shoot out that way, but I love fishing and I love all the tomboy stuff too.
Yeah.
My dad always told everybody I was his son. Like, you know, they used to call me Little Jim.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm not even kidding. So when I read that description on your social media, I was like, her and I are gonna get along
Yes.
great.
Oh yes.
Because I love getting dirty. Like,
Yeah.
I love it. But then when I do my interviews and I get to dress up and be girly, like, that's fun too.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about your new single that you got coming out,
Yes.
Leaving Eyes.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that song. What inspired it? The title seems very catchy. It's very intriguing.
Yeah, the title actually, it's a crazy story how that came about. So
Okay.
I had it as a different title. I was driving home to Georgia, and I just had this thought of, don't grieve because he ain't gonna leave. And so I put it in my phone. And
Okay.
it was something I was just like saying to my friends a lot, because I feel that as females, we grieve the relationship before it's over.
Oh, yeah.
And at like 4 in the morning, a few weeks later, I wake up and I feel the need to just like kind of put some more to this.
Okay.
So I did that, and I looked on my calendar and something was saying, wait for this right with Danny Rader and Adam Hambrick. Wait for this right. And I
Okay.
didn't listen, and I didn't wait, and they all thought it was a weird idea. And so that right came up, and I threw it out in the room, and Danny and Adam were like, oh yeah, but what if we call it Leaving Eyes? And then we curated this story of seeing your ex with their new girl and them just being so in love with them and being happy, but just a little bit of jealousy, you
Oh,
know?
yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, I'm super excited for this song to come out, and I feel like it's a message that a lot of females and
Yeah.
really anyone needs.
I mean, honestly, I think we've all been there too, or
Yeah.
we know somebody who has. I
Right.
mean, I remember walking into Walmart one day, this was years ago, and the guy who I had been living with. Like I bought a house and
Oh
he
my
was living
goodness.
with me. Well, he cheated on me with his ex.
Oh.
Granted, they had a daughter together.
Okay.
But I went to Walmart and I saw them coming out all happy holding hands. And I
Oh
was
no.
like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do in that moment?
Right.
Like, I was a wreck and I
Yep.
was not over it.
Yeah.
I clearly am now.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm really happy that they got back together because their little girl got
Yes.
their parents back.
Yes.
Right? So,
Yes.
if anything, I feel like I did a service for that family.
Yes.
But no, I seriously, that's how I had to look at it to
Right.
get through it.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? It's kind of true, right?
Yeah.
Like so. Anyways, but those moments are hard to go through.
Absolutely.
So having songs that help you get through experiences in life are so crucial
Yes.
to healing.
Yes.
And I was actually just talking about that with the owner, one of the owners of the bar here.
Yeah.
We were just talking about how music heals in ways that you don't even realize. People
Oh
don't
yes.
even realize.
Oh yes.
It's amazing.
Yes. Absolutely.
So what do you have next? Like, what do you want to do next for this single? Like, do you have a party planned? Anything fun? Because I feel like that's a celebratory song
Right.
at this point.
I don't know about a party. I usually always go out to eat to celebrate.
Oh, okay.
One of my
Okay.
best friends and I, we have this rule that there's always a reason to celebrate with food.
Yes.
So I'll probably go out to eat with some of my friends
Okay.
and celebrate that way. Maybe that's a little party.
There you go.
But yeah, we have some visuals coming with it, so I'm very excited about that.
Okay,
Very
all right.
excited.
I love when people are releasing new music and then you get to know what's coming out. Are they
Yeah.
going to do lyric videos, music videos, behind the scenes content? Like there's always so
Yeah.
much stuff
Oh,
that
yeah.
goes along with a release and it builds up the excitement and anticipation.
Yes.
So like is your family like just on pins and needles waiting for this to release? Because I would be.
Yes, yes. Super excited. My mom is like going around telling everybody, you guys are going to be so excited to see this. So it's a new version of myself,
Good.
but I feel like it is myself.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very excited about that.
Isn't that so amazing though when you find that moment, you realize in that discovery that
Yes.
this is me. This
Yes.
is- you know, because a lot of times I think we kind of pretend. Sometimes I would borrow personalities until I could
Yeah.
develop my own in a situation. But when you find that moment where you're like, this is me, it's so empowering.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that, releasing Pick My Own Flowers this year,
Yeah.
and there was a much bigger reason behind it, just
Yeah.
like releasing this song after that, because
Yeah.
they are myself
Yeah.
and they're growing together. So
That's exciting. Well, I'm happy for you. And I have to
Thank
ask,
you.
I saw a picture of your dog.
yes,
What kind? What breed?
he's a Newfoundland.
I knew it. I knew it. I told her, I said, I think he's a Newfie.
He
He
is.
looks like a bear.
He is, yep.
So
just
cute.
like a
How
bear.
old is he?
He's 2, and then we have
Aw.
another one that's 3, and they are the bestest of friends.
Aw.
So they're
I know-
amazing.
Do you ever walk him in the neighborhood and people like freak out?
Not a whole lot, just because we
Okay.
live on a lot of land.
Oh, good,
So there's
okay.
not like neighbors close by. But I do know when we got them, some of our neighbors on Facebook were like, "Better not let that thing out, because I'm gonna think it's a bear, and that
Well-
ain't gonna end well." So.
So in my community where we live, I ran into this woman who she had 2 of them with her. They were posting in the community that there were bear sightings and people were calling the cops and
Oh,
she had to like go on and like, no, these are my dogs, these are their
Yep.
names,
Yeah.
here's their photos.
Yeah.
Like she was like, please, they're not bears, I promise
Right?
you. But it's a thing.
Yes.
It's a whole big thing.
Yes.
They are sweet,
my
temperamented
goodness, yes.
dogs. Like
They're
so
amazing.
docile.
They are
so
amazing.
sweet. They're nothing like bears.
No, they're
But
awesome.
But they're cuddly, aren't they?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
For
so
sure.
what are their names?
So we have Tonka. He's the first one we got. He's our black one, and then the
Okay.
brown one is Gordon.
Aw.
And Gordon is named after Gordon Ramsay because as a puppy he found the fridge very early on. He would sit in front of it and just yell until you gave him food. So, yeah.
Oh, that is that is really sweet.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yep.
I love that. Gordon Ramsay, look at you out there. You're inspiring names of pups. Oh, now have you ever been to one of his restaurants?
No, I need to go.
Okay.
I need to go.
The Hell's Kitchen restaurant in Vegas I went to.
Okay.
It was fantastic.
Okay.
So good, but let me tell you, you order how it is on the menu. There are no changes, no
Yeah.
but it's good.
Yeah.
Like everything is good. So yeah, you got to go there.
Oh, yes.
I know you can't take little Gordon with you, but you
Shoot.
got to at least try it.
Maybe
there.
they
It's
would
amazing.
let him
Well,
come.
maybe.
He's like the mascot.
There you go. Let's Gordon. Let's make it happen. Let's do this. But okay, so what else do you got coming up? Do you have tours, dates? What are you looking forward to?
Not yet. We're just cutting a bunch
Okay.
of songs because I might have some projects coming out.
Okay.
Maybe.
She can't really say right now, but you got to look forward to that, right?
Yes.
Stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. Absolutely.
Okay, so who is your biggest music inspiration?
Oh my gosh.
I know, loaded question. Everybody hates when I ask that, but I got to know.
So I have two. Can I say two? Is that
yeah,
okay?
absolutely.
I would say a crossover between Luke Combs and Chris Stapleton.
Oh, okay.
Soulful but country.
Okay.
Lots of just pictures in the music, and not afraid of weird chords or space.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you were growing up, was your family heavy into country music?
No.
Okay. So who did your family listen to?
Oh, I grew up listening. Oh my gosh. The first artist I ever sang was Adele.
Oh, okay.
And then it moved on to James Brown, Nina Simone.
Oh,
So
wow.
very R&B,
Yeah.
soul. And then like my dad loved Kiss or AC/DC.
Yep.
All of that stuff, Guns N' Roses.
Yep.
So
Okay.
that mix.
Yeah.
And I found country on my own.
See, that is fantastic. And that's why I like to ask, because you never know where somebody comes from. And
Right.
then, I grew up in California. And
Okay.
you would not believe how many people think that Californians don't like country music.
I feel like you guys probably like it almost more than us.
because the thing is there is so much land in California. California is a
Right.
very tall state, and you have a lot of areas that are very much cowboy-ish
Oh, yes.
areas.
Yes.
And so, yeah, country music is huge in California, but it cracks me up every time somebody says, "Wait, what? you like that kind of music in California?" I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely, as you can tell, I'm a Bon Jovi girl. Like that
Right.
80s rock was my thing. My mom loved that. She loved
Yeah.
Barry Manilow. My dad was the country fan.
Okay.
I didn't discover country until I was in high school. So,
Okay.
like on
Yeah,
my
same.
own,
Yeah.
you know? So I understand where you're going. But when you find something on your own, doesn't it feel better? Like,
Oh my gosh,
I
yes.
found this. This is me. This is
Yes.
what I like.
Yes. I
Yeah.
connected with it more.
Yeah.
It wasn't just something that was always in the background and I liked.
Right.
But I love country music.
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
love it. So if you could perform with anybody,
My goodness,
would
what
it
are with
be?
these hard questions?
I know, but
Okay.
you're such a fun person, and I know that you've got such experience ahead of you that I just want to know like what your dreams are.
Oh my goodness. Oh, who would I perform with?
Yeah.
So probably Cody Johnson.
Okay.
Just because his voice is just perfect.
Yep.
And his stage presence is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not too much.
Right. He lit
Yeah.
it up at Gulf Coast Jam.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everybody was just on fire with this
Right.
performance. They were posting all about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now that's exciting. I love it. I love it. So what else do you got going on? I know you're working on your new project, and you're
Yes.
going to be
Releasing.
maybe trickling out some like
Yes.
details here and there
Yes,
soon.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so just in the process of all the content for that and getting that out as soon as possible.
All right. Well, tell everybody where to find you.
You can find me on any social media platform at Erin Kirby Music or my website, erinkirbymusic.com.
All right. Well, you heard her, so check her out. And please don't be afraid to add her music to your playlist, because that is one way that you can help support her. Until next time, everybody. We'll see you soon.